fun episode in store today. We're gonna be bank fishing that big river right there to see if we can catch ourselves a dinosaur. It's gonna be an awesome adventure. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe, drop a like throughout the video, and comment and interact with this video as we go on this amazing adventure together. Beautiful, let's do it.
One eternity later.
Well, we made it, everybody. After forgetting fishing licenses, buying the wrong fishing license, going to the wrong place, finding a new spot, and finally getting to the spot where we're actually gonna fish. It's about 11 o'clock now, so it's time to fish. All right, everybody, so the target species that we're after today is sturgeon. And further up in the Columbia system, this time of the year in the wintertime, they do a sturgeon opener, and there are a certain amount of fish that can be caught in this whole area, then they shut it back down. So usually that gives us a super small amount of time to try to come catch these things. So we took the advantage of the opportunity that we had. It's beautiful up here too. There's snow on the ground. It's nice and brisk. It's not all wet and rainy like it is on the other side of the mountains here. But I can't wait to get a line wed. There's really no telling. There's a pretty small slot limit. You can keep these things from 38 to 54 inches, which can be pretty tough to find a fish exactly in that size. So for plan B, I brought a really cool lunch to make here on the bank today. So I hope it goes well. It's gonna be fun no matter what. I've never fished like this before, so let's get started. So the hooks we're using for these things are these big 6/0 barbless hooks. They have to be barbless in the Columbia River. We use this, what's called ~Dacron. It's a really, really strong, like 80 to 100 pound test. They don't really care. These fish don't have very good eyesight. They smell a lot. So I got my Dacron here, and I got my slider that I'm gonna add my weight onto. And the amount of gear that I brought today really goes to show how much effort I'm gonna give this. I have about 10 leaders and I have about 10 leads, because that's usually how any kind of this fishing goes, is whenever you're fishing on the bottom and you're fishing in a new area, I kind of allot myself a certain amount of gear to lose, and then my day's over. I figure I had enough of a chance to catch them before that. So I'm gonna go with probably 6-ounce lead or so. 6 ounces ought to do enough, and the pyramid weight so that it actually catches on the ground and doesn't roll around down there on the bottom. We don't want that bait rolling around. And so the fun part, the gross part, for what we're going to be using today, is the bait. We got, my least favorite squid.
Ew, gross.
We got pickled, smelt, and of course, we got night crawlers. And we're gonna do a little smorgasbord of bait here. It's not gonna smell good, but I guess that's kind of the point. These fish have to be able to smell the scent trail from a long way away, so they'll actually swim up and down river to find that scent of that bait, whatever you're using. It's actually pretty neat. Look at that. Now that is what we call a smorgasbord. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna kind of just make a little dynamite stick. I also have some stretchy string in here. That's how I'm gonna keep this stuff on my line. I'm gonna go squid first. Hook that right in the nose there. Let me just cut this part off. I'm gonna do one little half hitch wrap around the squid. Try to keep that on my line a little bit better, like that. I'm gonna lay this guy in here, just like so. And I'm gonna lay my night crawlers on there, if they'll stay. And I'm gonna grab my stretchy string and get to wrapping. How gross does that look, everybody? I want to see some comments out there about what you think. I wish you could all smell it right now, and you could tell I got this bandage on my hand. I cut my finger this morning, and now I'm getting juice all over it. Ew. But there we have it. Our dino stick. Our dino stick delight. Let's do it. How's it going, guys?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing, man. I'm a doing.
Feel it, man. Get one of these dinosaurs.
Yeah. All right, so before we get casted out, we have to find a place to put our rod. I got my little rod holder thing here, and obviously there's not really much ground to stick it into, so I think what I'm gonna do is just try to makeshift one. We really just need it just strong enough to hold that thing so it doesn't tip over if we get a bite. Usually these sturgeon won't hit it hard enough to yank it all the way into the river like that, so it looks like a good start. We'll just grab some rocks and we'll make ourselves a little rod holder here. Pretty good amount of weight there. Maybe this rock over here will do it. There we go. Thing shouldn't go anywhere. Perfect. 6 ounces enough?
It should. It's super deep. It's gonna fall forever.
Okay. Here we go. Didn't even take the backpack off. Wow, it's really deep out there, everybody. Right now I'm at 205 feet. Still haven't hit bottom. There it is, bam. 216 feet out there. That was a heck of a drop. 216 feet. Okay, there we go. That feels pretty good. I'm gonna loosen that drag way up so that if I do get a bite and he takes off with it, I'll be able to hear it. So we met some of our good friends down here, some fellow addicts, and you guys work at Sportsman's Warehouse, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so these guys, huge addicts fans and longtime buddies, invite us to go fishing all the time. We just totally ran into them down here. That's the fun part of this addicts community is you see people that you know and that you've met before on the river all the time. And next thing you know, you got a fishing spot saved for you. So big thanks to these guys. And he's getting bit in the background right now. So this kind of fishing obviously is better with more rods in the water. So we have 4 different rods with the camera guy as well. So we have 4 rods soaking here, kind of creating a big scent trail and causing these fish to kind of come in and find our bait. So we're in, time to get set up, time to get relaxed and start enjoying ourselves. He's getting bit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, that might have been, oh God, he's there. He's on there. Little. Got him, he's there. Yep, he's there. Sick, sick. Fish on, everybody, fish on. Atta boy. What?
He just popped off.
No.
No, he's still there. Oh, you still there?
I was gonna say I shouldn't have got my tape measure. Now it's important because again, you can only keep these things in that certain slot limit. So we're gonna bring them up and get them measured right away. I'm gonna have this thing just on my hip. Hopefully it's one we can keep and eat. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Broke it all?
Yep. Sorry, little.
Oh, dang it. What a heartbreaker. Shouldn't have got the tape measure, I knew better. Now you guys can see how this is basalt, and this Columbia River is very infamous for its basalt flow. So in these spots like this, you have these huge ledges that go out. We're fishing about 80 to 100 feet deep, but it goes out and then it drops straight off these columns of basalt. And so that fish looked like it ran all the way up, stuck its nose right in that little ledge and got him snagged up. And did it bend the hook out?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bigger fish then.
Yeah.
Dang it. Dang it. It's all right. We've only been here about 10 minutes and he already hooked up, so things are looking good. It's happening again. He just dropped it in. Oh, he's nibbing, he's nibbing. He's grinding it. He's squeezing the juice. Damn it, dude. You just want to check the barb?
Are you using barbless?
Yeah, I'm using barbless. Okay.
I'll just check licenses real
All
quick.
right.
Anybody down here have any fish?
No, I just lost one that was about keeper size,
Oh, really?
unfortunately.
Okay.
Damn it.
That sucks.
Got him hung up on the ledge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Darn. Thank you. So yours is that one, George?
Yeah, that's Sean. Oh, this is mine, that's
Okay.
his. Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys using for bait?
I got squid on there.
Okay. Perfect. All right, Sean, you're all good. Thank you.
Whew. Stealing some of these guys' bait. Had to. Well, this is a smelt. These things are actually caught in the local rivers around here. Man, these things smell good.
Huh?
These smell tasty.
Yeah.
Don't they? They're like a sweet smell.
Yeah, they didn't smell like stinky.
They don't smell like fish. I've always wanted to eat them. Well, my friend's kayak ran it out for me this time. And let's hope we have enough line. Sorry, Sean, I broke 120 feet of your line off. And but now we're fishing, so now we're in there. Hopefully we don't get one that's too big. It takes all our line. There it is. There's spotted. So just a little bit of history on the sturgeon and why it's so cool for us to be able to come up here and do this. So the sturgeon is a very protected species in the Columbia River and in the world. There's only a few places that you can keep them, and it's frowned upon in some areas. Some areas I think it's okay. Like the Columbia River has a major amount of sturgeon, and they manage it in a way that we only take just enough so that we can feed the fishermen and feed the people around that want to use the resource, and then still leave a very healthy population of them in the river. But this time of year you can only fish above the dams. So there's a lower echelon of the river that has no dams on it, but everything above you're allowed to come up and kill just a certain amount. And these creatures are incredible. They've lasted on the earth for millions of years. They've been around since the dinosaurs, and they're personally one of my very favorite fish to eat. I've only ever eaten one, so check out, there's a link in the description to our last one that I did. I did homemade dino nuggies. Any of you out there that like to eat junk food that you buy at the store, or have kids, most likely you like to eat the dino nuggies, the little dinosaur shape. And I actually took some sturgeon and made sturgeon into little dino nuggie bites, so check that out in the link in the description. But these are really cool fish. We're having a little bit of luck. There's a really nasty ledge out in front of us here. You can see how this just goes and drops straight off, and I've lost every single bit of gear that I tried to reel back in. So switch to a smelt. Of course, my friends here help me out. They've been hooking me up. A lot of times this kind of fishing can be tough because you don't figure it out in the first little bit that you're there. It takes days to really get on the fish. So luckily we found some fellow addicts who had the right bait. Now our stuff's out there. We're almost out of line, but hopefully there'll be some fish biting here in a second.
Yep.
I'm gonna get him. Nope. What's going on? Do you see that? What the hell was that? He's still there. There we go. Oh yeah. Gonna get way out here. Oh God, we got him, everybody. We got him. Feels like a little one. Not really sure yet. What have we got, little? Definitely a sturgeon. Everybody was just negating this so bad. I was saying, oh, I don't have any confidence in myself, but I got my buddy smelt and a long enough rod to reel this thing in. Little, what is it? Oh, this thing is heavy. He's cold. You can just feel it. It really doesn't want to fight super hard.
Did he snag up? Open your bail. Yep.
There we go. Got it. Yep, he's up, he's up. Yes. Yes. Come on, he's right here. Come on. Oh, he's right there. I can see him. He's right on this ledge. Oh, looks like the right size. Oh my God, he's like stuck on some line or something. I can see him out there. What's he even on? He's on his line for sure. Yeah, bring it on over. Maybe that's what's going on. This is getting weird. Oh, that's like a keeper size though, guys. It's like perfect. There he is. I got him. I got him. I got him. Shh. Oh, looks a little small. Oh man. Well, here's a sturgeon nonetheless, everybody. We pull him over here to somewhere safe. Pull him on over here. Make sure to get that line out of the way. Look out, little. Well, there it is, everybody. There's the sturgeon, the almighty white sturgeon, a beautiful one, about 8 inches short. So we need one about 8 inches longer than this one here. But that's what they look like. Prehistoric beasts, aren't they? Let's get him back in there. See you later. There he goes. Wow, what a cool fish. Whew. Whew. What a relief. We finally caught one. I'm so glad that we got to show you guys that fish, because they are one of the most unique looking fish that you can catch anywhere, I think. Not a lot of colors to them, but they're just so prehistoric looking, and they're so cool, and they're so fun to fight. That thing was definitely cold, and so am I, but it's about 2 o'clock now. It's starting to get into the afternoon. I'm getting a little hungry, so I brought a plan B for food today, and I'm gonna do one of my favorite recipes out of my canned fish. So I'm gonna go grab the stuff out of the truck, get set up somewhere out of the wind. Let's get to cooking lunch. Now for our canned fish. I love this, and be on the lookout for some of these videos coming out soon. I'm gonna start doing some canned fish videos for you guys so you can see how we do this. I gotta take that first bite, skin and all. So basically, I'm gonna just kind of fork it out, get me a good helping so I can make a couple sandwiches here. There's definitely something cool to be said about bringing a fish back to where you caught it. I caught this exact fish on this exact river, miles and miles away from here, but just to think that we went out, got to harvest and enjoy Mother Nature, and have this bounty, take it home with us, bring it back to the river and enjoy it again with the river. It's a really cool feeling. So I love doing meals like this out here on the water when I'm trying to catch more fish, kind of bringing the fish back home. Just a bit of mayonnaise. We're gonna mash that all up together. That is a little bit of garlic in there. Okay, so there we have it. Beautiful. Let's give it a try. Even better than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, that's phenomenal. All those flavors blend so well together. All right, now for the fun part. So start getting my pan heated up here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of butter to the bottom of the pan. Normally I would try to butter the toast or the bread itself, but that's gonna kind of be a pain in the butt here, being that the bread is so cold and the butter is so cold out here. So I'm gonna go butter straight to the pan. Then, for the fun part, the best part of all, time to load her up. Oh my gosh, yummy, yummy, yummy. So what I like to do here, I'm gonna add my cheese. I'm gonna use provolone on this. You can use provolone, mozzarella, cheddar, really anything you want. I do like cheddar a lot, but this provolone just goes well with the salmon and the peppers and everything else. So add me a nice big piece of cheese here. And what I'd like to do first is just get the bread itself kind of covered, make sure I get a good layer there before I throw that on. And I do cheese downside first. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Time is now. It's time. Look at that. Cheesy, salmony goodness. All those colors, all those flavors. It tastes so much different even than it did from out of the can. Obviously because there's some other ingredients, but it almost has that cooked salmon flavor like on top of a salad or something. Just a perfect crisp. The cheese is nice and melty. Well, that's something I could live off of right there. And you saw how easy it was. Some preserved fish, leftover fish, whatever. You could even use smoked fish for this recipe. You'd leave it a little bit less cooked and be able to mix it up and make the same sort of ingredients all together to make yourself a little salmon melt. So good. Yum. Okay, lunchtime's over. Let's get back to fishing. Blows. Now let's take a look at some of these rocks over here. One thing that always marvels me and really drops my jaw, if you will, is just the sheer geology of the Columbia Gorge itself. There's so much history here, just on how the earth was made, you know, natural land bridges, all kinds of different rocks and minerals and crystals and agates and everything else. And then just the sheer mass of water going in one direction. This river starts all the way in British Columbia in the northern Rocky Mountains and intersects with the ocean clear down in Astoria, Oregon. So it's a marvel of a river. It's a marvel of a part of the country of the US, and one that I've been lucky enough to adventure up and down and see some of these amazing places that this place holds, and the amazing fisheries that it holds, let alone, but even more so, the culture and the rocks. What are these, man? So cool. It's got this really brilliant blue color to it. Ooh, ooh, what are we finding here, addicts? Looks like somebody else has been doing the same thing here. Kind of digging away at these little veins. Very interesting. Definitely some sort of calcite or agate or something. You almost see a little geode up in there. Ooh, what's this? It's a really interesting colored one. Oh, it's a mushroom. Ah, it's a puffball. Joke's on me. Wow, look at this piece. Interesting. I know when you get further up in the echelons of the Columbia River, there's a certain kind of mineral that's called Ellensburg blue that's incredibly beautiful. It's just the most deep, like baby blue colored agate that you've ever seen in your life, and it's always been a dream of mine to find one. And be dropping some comments below. I want to see what you guys think of the rock hunting stuff. And if some of you out there like just the fishing, some of you out there like the foraging and the mushroom picking, some of you like the cooking, some of you like, again, just the fishing. But I want to see the comments below so that we know exactly what our audience wants to watch and how to make these videos even better for you guys out there. Let's get back to the rod before we get a bite and I'm not even next to it. Well, Alex, it's getting cold, it's getting late. It's a good thing I got a plan B. You guys already knew where this was headed. So I brought you to one of my very favorite restaurants in all of the gorge, and it is Big River Grill. And they have an amazing sturgeon dish here, so I was bound and determined for us to eat sturgeon in this video. So here it is. Great plan B, isn't it? So you can see here the delicious color of the sturgeon. Look at that, we got onions, capers. Capers are my favorite. There's little pickled beans, basically. Better throw an olive in there in my mouth. Look at how amazing that looks. It's always good to have plan B. It's got a really, really nice smoke flavor to it. And that tanginess from the pickle. Again, a little bit of bitterness from the onion. Get myself a little pepperoni spice going. Awesome way to end a great day. Just want to say cheers to all you addicts out there watching, and thank you so much for joining us on this video today. If you want to see more fun sturgeon catch and cooks like you saw here, go up here and click this link to this next video. Go down, hit subscribe, turn those bells on, give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to comment below and you can be the comment of the day, just like this person right here. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. You stay fishy. We'll see you out there.